This is probably the worst drought. Looking at rainfall figures, we are in the worst drought we've ever had. But I'll still carry on farming here.
Peter Hazard grew up on this land. He is a fourth-generation cattle and game farmer. It's windy here in Hluhluwe, a small, rural, mainly farming town in northern KwaZulu-Natal. The drought that's persisted for months has left the soil dry and it's easily blown about in this gusty wind. Peter used to farm maize too, but his lands have been barren, the drought making maize production impossible.
This is an area that we normally cut for hay, obviously for our winter feed and for times of drought. And as you can see, there's absolutely nothing. It's just bare soil. We haven't cut hay here for the last 3 seasons. That's now costing us money now to go and buy hay from other areas to feed our cattle.
Hazard's 1,000 cows feed on some 70 bales of hay a day. In the past, they would simply graze on the grass on the farm. That's over 2,000 bales of hay a month, a costly factor for any farmer.
Month to month, you just make ends meet, keep the bank manager away. So whatever animals we sell, we try and just buy feed to keep the core breeding herd alive for as long as possible, and hopefully sooner rather than later we'll have rain and everything will fall back to normal again. That's how we're going, month by month.
Hazard is the chairperson of the Hluhluwe Farmers Association and says they've been trying to help smaller farmers with boreholes, water and feed for their animals as much as possible. He's also concerned about possibly losing his original breeding herd, something that's taken generations to fine-tune and that could take even longer to breed again.
My heart bleeds for them. They probably lost 65% of their animals, if not more. Definitely not in my lifetime or my children's lifetime, maybe their children's lifetime, will they ever get to the same breeding herd again. Taken a lot of hard work and lots of money to get the cattle where they are. They're suited to the area, they do well. They do well in all conditions. It would be a huge loss if I had to go now and slaughter all these cows, and I don't know if I'd make it if I had to slaughter all my cows now either.
Few standalone taps for kilometers. From here, they will travel far to their homesteads. 18-year-old Velile Mtetwa says they want government to do more to help them.
Those people that are elders in this community cannot fetch the water on their own because they can't wait for the whole day here, and they have to cook for their children that are in school. It's very bad and it's really painful.
Meanwhile, nearing the end of the day and back at the Hazard farm, Temba Dlamini is among a group of workers rounding up the cattle. He's been working here for over 40 years, a job that's helped raise his 23 children. And he says he cannot imagine life without this job. Saying the drought problem is far deeper than what we thought. It's become our daily conversation. The situation is dire. The next thing now, we will lose our jobs. Lord knows how we will feed our children. It's hurtful. No water. Cattle are suffering and others died of hunger. The grass is dry. We are depressed and hopeless at the moment. But Hazard says he remains hopeful that soon, with the rains, better days will come.
Oh, no, for sure. I'll never give up. I mean, that's my motto. You fight to the end. So the last thing I want to do is leave this farm. And I hope my children appreciate it one day and then they take it a step further. I mean, you got to try and improve all the time. It's just another hurdle, a hard one that we have to face. But hopefully we'll get over it and we'll have next 10 years might be good years.
The KwaZulu-Natal Department of Agriculture and Rural Development is rolling out a 114 million rand drought lifeline to help these farmers. But Hazard says in the end it's only prolonged and heavy rainfall that will turn the tide. I'm Minoshni Pillay at Hluhluwe in northern KwaZulu-Natal.